Hello, and welcome back to the Holistic Witch's Cottage. My name is Melissa, and I am the Holistic Witch, and I'm not sure if I have enough voice to do this today, but we are going to try. So it's been a long and crazy, wacky week for me, starting with 1 week ago yesterday, last Thursday, the Holistic Witch had a tonsillectomy. So that was weird. So we'll talk a little bit about that. Little update at the cottage. And then in the holistic world where things are all interconnected, sometimes things get scheduled far in advance and everything kind of works out the way it's supposed to. But we made all of our vacation and camping reservations months and months ago. And wouldn't it just turn out that our camping vacation was scheduled for several days after the tonsillectomy, which I thought could be a curse, but actually turned out to be a blessing. So let's start with the actual tonsillectomy. Now, as a holistic witch, it's probably not a big stretch to say that I am into holistic alternatives for healthcare. Now, I respect Western healthcare, and I have some chronic medical problems that I do take medications for, so I don't have any problem with seeing a doctor when it's warranted, but I also have great respect for using herbs and crystals and alternative forms of healing when they can supplement and complement Western medicine. And it's cool when everybody is on the same page with that, and so far my doctors have been, which is great. So this thing with my ears and throat have really been going on forever, and I've been on asthma medications, and that's always sort of been the plan. We'll just try a different medicine, let's try a different pharmaceutical, let's try an over-the-counter, let's try a prescription med, and see if it takes care of your problems. One doctor even said, try blowing into a balloon like they use to make balloon animals every morning to relieve the pressure in your ears, which does work, by the way. And I also, at one time in my life, studied balloon artistry, so I happen to own those things. So cool, see, everything's connected. But those just weren't working anymore, and I was starting to have some other concerns. I finally found a doctor who would actually take a scope and look at that, and decided, let's try one more thing because your insurance is going to require it, and then we'll go from there. So ultimately, they decided to remove the tonsils, and then I had another waiting period. They told me no holistic therapies, no herbs, no herbal supplements, nothing, at least a week before the surgery. So I was actually a really, really good girl, or a really, really good witch, and behaved with that. For the most part, I did toss some garlic and some stuff into my food. But I didn't take any supplements, and I didn't do anything extraordinary. I did not take off my crystal bracelets. They didn't say I had to, so I didn't. So I continued to wear my crystals, and I did occasionally use some incense at night, which really calms down my asthma. So, but I was very good. I was very good. So the day of the surgery, it was at a surgical center, not in the hospital, so it was all very slick, very fast, boom, 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 in and out. I'm always concerned about when I'm under anesthesia for anything, because I am a lucid dreamer, and I also believe that I astral travel sometimes when I sleep, or I am out, or in this case, helped to sleep. And so I guess when I got out, I punched one of the nurses. I feel bad about that. I was having some weird dystopian nightmare dream, not uncommon for me. And so, yeah. So I feel bad about that. But otherwise, everything with the whole procedure went well. Still waiting back on results. It's been a week. Prayers, hopes and prayers, and positive vibes from my cottage peeps that everything's going to be okay with what they find. But I'm doing okay. So I was warned that the recovery was going to be awful, terrible. It's okay for kids. It's worse for adults. Ma'am, you're almost 60. It's going to be terrible. I don't know if it was better that I was prepared to the point where I was almost scared to death of this. But it actually turned out to not be so bad. I have an allergy to certain over-the-counter painkillers, but I can take Tylenol, so I was allowed to do that, and Tylenol got the job done with the help of an occasional popsicle when things were swollen. So, not so bad. So thankful for that. So let's get into what's happening at the cottage. So I wasn't much help around here. I was told to really rest and take it easy after the surgery. So that a lot of the work fell onto my guys here to do, but the gardens survived and everything survived, and the critters and the deer and everybody seemed to be doing okay. So then we get into this deal where we have a camping vacation scheduled for 4 days after the surgery. Should we cancel? Do you feel well enough to go? What do you want to do? My son also had a medical appointment scheduled midway in that, which is very far from our home, but our campsite is closer. So I'm like, well, let's try it. Maybe we can shuffle back and forth if we have to, whatever. We went, and I probably got more rest up there than I ever would have here because I have ADHD and I have trouble sitting still. So, I probably got more rest up there, so that worked out well. It was wonderful to be up in the campground among my favorite trees and my favorite critters, and the chipmunk that always visits at that campsite, we name him Javier. There's probably like 10 different chipmunks, but we just call them all Javier. Javier came to visit a lot. I put up some reels and videos of Javier, the Javiers. I don't know why my son calls the chipmunks Javier. They're just all Javier. And they hang out, and they're our friends. And the crows, there was a raven. We were awakened one morning by, it sounded like a duck. This is maybe trigger warning. Turn the sound off if you're triggered by distressed animal sounds. We thought we were being awakened by the sound of a duck being choked, or perhaps caught by a raptor and, trying to escape. It was like this crazy squirrel standing on a stump, honking. Now, I don't know if it had seen a raptor or there was a snake or what was going on, but I have never seen a squirrel honk before. I've never heard a squirrel honk before. So that was kind of weird, and I hope the squirrel was okay, but we saw him later. He and I side-eyed each other on the path. He wasn't real friendly, so whatever. Move along, dude. After chatting with Javier, I went for a little walk along the trail that runs near our campsite, and I saw a second chipmunk. He just kind of ran right in front of me and blocked the path, and I'm like, hello, chipmunk, what's your name? Because I talk to everything. And he's just looking at me, like, suspiciously, like, lady, what are you doing? And I'm like, hello, what's your name? And he just kept staring at me. And I said, well, I need to go forward, so you may move to the left or right. And then I pointed to the right, and he ran off the path and then just started, like, swearing at me in chipmunk. So that was kind of funny, too. So that's kind of what's going on this week in my camping life. I don't have a lot to tell. I was told to avoid strenuous activities, and I felt bad because I really wanted to kayak, but I had decided right from the beginning that I would not do that. And but the weather was really cold. Now, we're in the mountains of central Pennsylvania, and August can either be like pre-fall or like 100 degrees. And so it was like 68 to 72 degrees Fahrenheit every day except today. We actually came home today. And it was a little warmer today. But it was pretty chilly the whole time. I'm glad I packed cutesy fall clothes and sweaters because I needed them. But so I felt bad that I couldn't kayak, but the guys ended up only taking them out once, and the water was pretty choppy and there was a lot of wind. So maybe we'll sneak out and take them out tomorrow. I haven't decided how I feel on that yet. But the other thing with tonsillitis is like no eating solid foods. So I've been living on Jell-O cups and pudding, and I generally do not eat sugar. I generally do not eat processed food. So that's been weird. I don't feel good when I eat that kind of processed food. I did break down and I was drinking a lot of green tea with ginger and ginseng. And I took my raw honey along, but I did eat some store-bought pudding cups along the way. But came back home and had some nice chicken broth with just a little rice, and so it was nice to try solid food again. I hadn't actually, I guess I did nibble a little rice at the campground, but I wasn't ready. So it had actually been like 9 days since I ate solid food and not just squishy food. So that was weird. So tonight is what they're calling the Black Moon. And there's been a lot of talk about what this is and what this isn't, and if this is real. So what that basically means is a new moon is when the moon restarts its cycle and the sky is dark. And so if you get 2 new moons in a month, it's sometimes referred to as a black moon or a dark moon. And that is not the case this month, because that would have meant the new moon occurred like on the 1st or 2nd, and then the other one's going to fall at the end of the month. That did not happen. But if this is a seasonal black moon, and that means if you get 4 black moons get 4 new moons, 4 dark moons or 4 new moons in a season, the 3rd one is considered the black moon. So that's actually what's happening tonight and tomorrow as I'm recording this. So there have been many memes and many posts about what to do. They say there is extra energy to start new intentions. So because of the tonsillectomy, my meals have been very, very tiny. So my intention is to go with that and continue to eat very small meals throughout the day. So I'm planning to limit myself to 10 to 15 carbs per meal and see how long I can do that and if I can get back into my desired weight. I really don't have that much to lose to get there. So, but it would be nice to do that. So that is what's happening at the cottage. I should mention that on Thursday, usually when we camp in August, we're not far from a religious site called the Gardens of Mount Assisi. And if you follow me on Facebook, I did post some stuff about this, and I caused a little drama and perhaps a little trauma. And that was not my intention. The gardens it used to be the home of Charles Schwab, like the great financier. And I guess it was donated to the Catholic Church, and it's a monastery. And parts of it are open. So the gardens are open, and there's these amazing statues and walkways and plants, and I'm a greenie. I'm a green witch. So I love to go walk through the gardens. It's very relaxing, and they allow dogs as long as they're contained. So Momo the Wonder Dog was in his jaunty red stroller. And so we went there. Now, from a folk magic point of view, there is a relic. There's the shrine of Saint Fatima, Our Lady of Fatima is there, and the shrine is considered a healing shrine among some who practice the old Appalachian granny women folk arts. So I went to the shrine to ask for healing, for petitions for healing for myself and a few other people. Now, I posted about it on Facebook, and I posted some of the pictures, and this upset some people. I know that some people have Christian-based trauma. However, I was raised amongst Catholic folk magic and the craft of the granny women. So I don't find any contradiction in my faith and the healing arts. I know some of you were raised within different disciplines, and you do find conflict with that, and I respect that. But all I've ever asked was for, I extend respect to others, and please extend respect to me as well. So I was sharing some photographs of the gardens, which I found beautiful and cool, and I was talking about folklore and some vampire folklore from my part of the world and some werewolf folklore, and I post about cryptids and folklore all the time. And some people were angry about that, and I understand why they were angry, but you also have to respect that the cottage is my business page, and my business is folklore, and the healing shrine is part of that. So let's just try to respect each other's paths and practices, and if it's not your cup of tea, then I'll happily pour you a different flavor. But sometimes you just have to, understand that other people practice differently, and it's fine to scroll by, but it's not fine to attack, because I never attack other people. So I don't like when people do it to me. And, in the world of Facebook, if you attack people, I can just hit that block button. And I don't like to do that because people who are routine followers come and enjoy the pages for whatever reason. And I don't like to block people because I don't like to block your access to the material that I provide. But that also does not give people the free rein to attack me because of the material I provide. If you disagree with something, let me know. But no vulgar messages, because that will get you a bye-bye and blessings on your journey from Miss Melissa. So, no yoga classes yet. Maybe not next week either. I actually am down in the studio right now, sitting on the mat, but I'm not ready to resume classes yet. I still feel tired, and I hope my voice will sound okay on the podcast, but I'm still not comfortable with my voice on video. But the spooky months are coming, and I'll do more videos, so please be patient with me. Once I'm ready to resume, I will. I promise. So, whatever you're doing out there, tonight is the dark moon. I hope that everything is safe and wonderful in your world. If you're planning to set new intentions, many, many blessings on your new intentions. And I hope you manifest and get whatever your heart desires. So I was shooting for 20 minutes, and I've almost made it. So much love. Back to a regular week for me, and thoughts and prayers and positive vibes are always welcome in regards to this little health scare. Blessings on your journey, and have an amazing week. Bye-bye.